Alrighty, welcome to another Lord of the Rings draft here on channel L to the S to the V. Not the official name, we're workshopping it still. This format has leaned heavily Grixis in my experience, and it's not that you can't draft green or white cards, and there are some color pairs that include those colors that are good, for sure, but you can't really go wrong with red, black, or blue, especially red and black. And well, that brings us to Nazgul. Very solid first pick. 3 mana, 2/3 Death Touch that gives you a Temptation. A deck can have up to 9 cards named Nazgul. Is actually a limitation in Limited because now you can't play 10, whereas if it didn't have the text, you could just play 10, but that's pretty irrelevant. Mahur is good, but is a gold card that kind of refers to a mass. I'd rather take Nazgul or Smite the Deathless, and I'm leaning towards just taking Smite. 2 mana instant, deal 3, exile it is just so absurdly good in any deck that can cast it that I think I'd rather just take such a consistent good card over Nazgul, which is good by itself. You'd always play a Nazgul even as the only card that has the Ring Tempts You on it, but it does want other Ring Tempts You card to be better, whereas Smite the Deathless, all it asks is you play a mountain. This pack is a lot worse. We've got Glorfindel, but I don't want to take a Scry green card after taking Smite all that much. The 2 red cards are just bad. Theoden, I think, is pretty good. When you play Theoden or another human, a creature gets or double strike until end of turn. It's also a Troll of Khazad-dûm and Pelargir Survivor. Those are both solid cards. I think I'm going to take Theoden. It's not that I think red-white is fantastic, but red-white can be very good. And I don't think that taking a Troll of Khazad-dûm is worth it. Even if I think red-black is better, I think this card's a lot stronger. So let's take Theoden and see what we get next. Well, what we get next is kind of a forced play. Anyway, Ranger's Firebrand is going to be the card I'm taking. Sorcery Shock is still decent, and you get a Temptation out of the deal. There's another Glorfindel. There's an unplayable 7 mana 4/10. There's also Rohirrim Lancer, which is really good in the red-white deck. I would love to pick up Rohirrim Lancers if I end up in red-white, but I'm just going to take Ranger's Firebrand and kind of defer the decision. The other 2 red cards in the pack were fine. There was the 4 mana 4/3 that tempts you, which is a human, and then the Battle-Scarred Goblin. Okay. So this pack has Gorebag. It's been such a Gorebag. I don't think this card is that great. It's a 2 mana 2/2 legend, and that's a relevant creature type, so that's kind of good. But getting to throw away your goblins or orcs to draw cards is not, that it has to hit them is not, it's just kind of a weird ability. There are some decent white cards in this pack. Banish from Edoras is a better control-ish card. Not really what I want in like a red-white aggro deck. I do like a Squire of the King a lot. It's a 1-drop. If you have a legend, it can pump your whole team, and Rally at the Hornburg, the card I want the most in this deck. It just leads to all your busted draws. Not really interested in a halfling, but I might want Westfold Rider. 2 mana 3/1 human works really nicely with Theoden. Also just 2 mana 3/1 that has a relevant ability is not bad. Erebor Flamesmith is decent too, but I think I should just take Westfold Rider here. And yeah, maybe we're going to end up red-white. Wouldn't be opposed to it. We have 2 good humans and 2 good red removal spells already. Seems like a pretty reasonable start to me. Sometimes this can snipe something important like a Saga or whatever, and then just a 2 mana 3/1 backed up by removal is good. Wears Death Touch nicely, or Double Strike rather nicely. Kind of wish I was in red-black to take this Trebuchet. I think this card's really good when you enable it. But I'm just going to take Eagles of the North. A white Land Cycler is fine. I don't think any of these black cards are good enough to like jump ship or even just hedge that way. I'm not going to take either green card. I like Arwen's Gift a lot, probably more than I should, but Eagles of the North is a fine card, so there's no real reason to go in a different direction. Probably just into Gimli here. Just as an aggro card, sometimes you play this and attack with your creatures, get an extra couple points in, plus it's a 4/3 trample for 4. Mortar Muster would be the best card in the pack if I think it's the best card in the pack in a vacuum, but I'm not really in red-black right now. Nor has it seemed like black was super open. Like, yeah, there was a Catapult and a Mordor Muster, but haven't seen any of the premium black cards really. And Theoden is strong enough, I think, as a reason to go into white. Plus, I like having the Land Cyclers. Getting to play 16 land is pretty nice. Not really thrilled about any of these cards. I'm probably going to take Escape from Orthanc. Giving a creature flying can really get the last points of damage in, especially if you like double strike something with Theoden. Though, obviously you'd rather get +2/+2 over +1/+3 at that point. Plus you can untap it, you can ambush something. Hobbit Sting, I think, is okay, but not really the right kind of removal. And Took Reaper, I don't think is something I'm super interested in. All right, I don't mind an Esquire of the King. I like that a lot more than Banish from Adoris in this cat deck. I think Sword of the Grey Host is garbage. 4 mana, 2/2 flash flying that gives a creature +2/+0. Let's just take another human. Gimli's Axe. What did I say? Gimli's Axe goes quite well on Gimli, goes well with Double Strike. I mean, Theoden is just one of my best cards, so obviously every card I talk about is good with Theoden. But also Gimli's Axe is good when you make a bunch of cheap, bad creatures, like if I do get these rallies. So I think that's better. I'm not taking Inherit Envelope or Wizard's Rockets, like, not really looking to do that sort of thing. Oh, Dunedain Blade, I think is going to be a lot better than Gimli's Axe in the human deck. I'll cut the white card because I am not going to play any of these cards, but I might as well cut a card of my colors. I feel like this is open. We've gotten a lot of white cards and they're fine. At the very least, no one's drafting humans upstream from us. Oh, another Esquire. Okay. That also makes the Gimli even a better pick because I really want a legend. Just take the better green card. All else fails. All right. All right. Let's see what we can pick up here. Well, there's a Legolas Master Archer. Fine card, but not really what I'm in for here. So here I can take Protector of Gondor as a 4 mana 3/3 human that makes another human, which double triggers Theoden. And if I get the 3 in a red 3/3, it gives your team +1/+0 and you get a human. That's like, S tier for this deck. It's just unbelievable. That all your best draws come from that. Then Protector of Gondor is awesome. That said, I think I'd rather just take Rohirrim Lancer, just take a 1-drop human that goes really nicely with like Dunedain Blade. On the other hand, Protector of Gondor, I already have a bunch of cheap creatures, and Esquire of the King works nicely when I have a lot of creatures in play. I feel like no one except me at the whole table really wants Protector of Gondor, and Quarrel's End is also kind of a similar-ish card. Let's just take Rohirrim Lancer because I think that's a better card overall. And I would definitely play Haradrim Spearmaster in this deck, just as a human that can pump other humans and all that stuff, or other creatures. It doesn't even have to be a human. But I'm probably just going to take Lost to Legend. This is a really good removal spell, and these kinds of aggro decks do want a lot of creatures, but you want like 3 removal spells or 4 removal spells, and there we go, Smite the Deathless. Well, Black successfully was getting cut. Claim the Precious, Old Man Willa, Mouth of Sauron are all extremely good black cards. There's a reason we're seeing all these now. We saw no black pack 1. People to our left responded to that, and now they're passing black back. But getting a 4th pick or a 3rd pick Smite the Deathless is also a pretty nice pickup, so I don't mind it. And I didn't really pass any white cards, so even if white is not the best color, red-white can still be totally fine, and I feel like I'm in good shape for this. Escape from Orthanc I'm a little less into, though can be kind of a nice way to activate this out of nowhere. Let's see. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 removal, 2 legends right now, but we're really hoping to pick up some more. Oh, there we go. Erkenbrand, Lord of Westfold. Now we're doing it. This is the whole deck. I mean, this is, you play this, give your whole team +1/+0, but whenever a human enters the battlefield under your control, your whole team gets +1/+0. Now, I mean, Rally at the Hornburg, the sorcery that makes 2/1 on humans and gives all your humans haste, was already the card I wanted the most after Erkenbrand. Now that I have Erkenbrand, I'm never passing a Rally. Lost to Legend isn't close to as good. Okay, no Rally here. So, I'm not that interested in Book of Mazarbul. It is nice to give your creatures menace. So how good is this? You play this, you make a 1/1, it's not a human. It attacks as a 3/3 on turn 2, and then it makes your whole squad menace. Maybe that is good enough, because I do have a low curve. I'm going to have 3 or 4 creatures in play a lot of the time. I could take this because it makes a human, but I don't really want to cast card draw spells, and Relentless Rohirrim is kind of weak. All right, I actually can buy Book of Mazarbul as a card that I'd be interested in. How many spells do I have? I have 5, and I don't even know if I'm playing Escape from Orthanc. I guess I could take the Erebor Flamesmith just as a play, like a 2-drop. I really want all my creatures to be humans unless I have a strong reason otherwise, and this does not count as a strong reason. And I don't really want Hobbit Sting, because I already have Firebrand, Double Smite, Lost to Legend. That's enough removal. The equipment is not good. I'm not interested in that. Okay, I'm going to keep taking Rohirrim Lancers. Another reason I really like the Lancer is I do have double Esquire of the King, which means having a legend in play has a lot of value. All right. And I don't think a Spearmaster or Eagles is that high of a pick here. Let's take the Flamesmith out for now. I don't think I'm going to play that card. Dunedain Blade also works really nicely on cheap creatures. Now for Wrath, now for Ruin. Give all your creatures Vigilance and a +1/+1 counter and get tempted. There's also Gimli's Fury. If I have a legendary creature, I can get +3/+2 and Trample. I guess I'm going to take Now for Wrath, Now for Ruin, though. I don't think I'm going to play that. Dunedain Blade looks okay. The curve of Rohirrim Lancer into anything on turn 2, into Dunedain Blade Equip on turn 3 seems pretty good. 3/2 Menace is not bad. All right, Protector of Gondor did come back, and I will play that card. I'm very happy with that card. But I am also happy I took Rohirrim Lancer, because this is just a good card. A lot of like red-black decks will play this card. So certainly don't really want to pass that, and then no one but me wants Protector of Gondor. I mean, if another Urkin brand gets opened or any rallies in pack 3, I think I'm in a good shape to pick them up. But I guess just got to hope for that, I guess. All right, let's pass a bunch of green cards. We're at 17 playables. Yeah, I mean, we're going to be fine on playables. You always are. And I have a couple kind of marginals in the sideboard that I could play if I wanted. So yeah, besides Rally, I don't really know what else I could be looking for here. Oh, okay. I probably will play Lost to Legend. So now that Escape from Orthanc looks a lot worse, because now I have 5 removal spells, and then I want the rest to be creatures. So like 5 removal spells, 16 lands, and the rest creatures. Oh. Huh. What's my curve look like? I actually have a fairly low curve. Oh, I was going to take the Relentless Rohirrim, but all right, well, Coral's End, there we go. Ooh, Gandalf the White. 5 mana, 4/5 flash. You can cast your legendary spells as if they had flash. And if a legendary permanent enters the battlefield or leaves, I guess, it causes a double trigger. Well, the rest of the pack sucks. I'm definitely taking Gandalf, but I also think Gandalf's pretty good. If I have Gandalf and I cast Theoden or Erkenbrand, which I can do at instant speed, they double trigger. That's pretty good. All right, Gandalf the White, that is. Let's just find some rallies at the Hornburg. That's really all I'm missing here. If I pick up a couple of those, maybe Coral's End is better than the Rider. I don't know. Dang, passing Mouth of Sauron back the other way. I'll probably play a second Book of Mazar Bul. I don't think Erebor Flamesmith is that good. So this is a legendary permanent or artifact. Yeah. The Gandalf does mean that if your Wizard's Rockets dies, you get to draw 2 cards. That's pretty cool. Okay. The third Mouth of Sauron. Dang, jealous. But I guess I'm going to take Banish to the sideboard. Ugh. That's unfortunate. Look, if I get past 2 rallies, I don't care that I bricked the last couple packs, but so far this has been kind of a disappointing pack. I want 4 more cards, and I kind of want them all to be creatures. I'm going to count Book of Mazar Bul and Coral's End as creatures. So I have 5 spells, 16 land, and 19 creatures is kind of my plan. Especially since Eagles kind of counts as a land more than a creature in this deck. It is nice having 5 1-drops. Though I could use some 2s. I only have 1 2-drop, with Dunedain Blade kind of being a 2-drop. I mean, I have double Lost to Legend, double Smite, which is nice. Okay. I guess I just have to take Battle-Scarred Goblin. I'm not really happy about it, but I need a 2-drop, and this is a 2-drop. Bilbo Retired Burglar. Yeah, I do like that card. This pack has been horrendous, and it's kind of unfortunate because I don't think it's because we're in the wrong colors. I think our colors are open. We've wheeled the cards we wanted. We've gotten late cards that we wanted. Just the packs have really not cooperated. I might just take Wizard's Rockets here. It's so bad, but I do get 2 cards off Gandalf. Maybe I just will play a second Dunedain Blade. Yeah, I guess I probably would. Begrudgingly. I have 4 1-mana humans. So human turn 1, blade turn 2, equip turn 3, plus play like Smite or Lost to Legend. That is fine. Sure, I'll take another Protector of Gondor. Wow, not a single rally at the Hornburg was open the entire draft is my assumption. I mean, it's possible that someone across the table opened it, someone else took it 5th pick. I think that's completely plausible. It is just unfortunate because that's the card I wanted more than basically any other non-bomb card, and these packs have been so dry. I do think the deck's still pretty good. Like, I have a lot of the cards I would want for this deck. Yeah. Would I play Swarming of Moria? Doesn't really feel like that is going to be good in this deck, but I'm not playing Warbeast of Gorgoroth. Sure. I mean, I'm going to have to play one card I don't want unless I get something in this last pick here. I don't think it's Now for Wrath, Now for Ruin. I will play another Rohirrim Lancer. All right. All right, we've got a deck now. Yeah, getting an 8th pick Rohirrim Lancer means I don't think someone else is drafting this deck, but it just, the card, a lot of these packs just didn't have the cards I want, which, to be fair, I want somewhat specific cards. I want humans or good red and white like generic cards, and part of the weakness of these decks is that there's not lots of good red and white generic cards, but this still ended up, I think, quite good. The second blade's actually really nice. The third Rohirrim Lancer was a really good pickup. I actually like the Quarrel's End more than the 4-drop now that I have the double blade. I think that's going to work out better. I guess I'll take a Flamesmith. I mean, how many spells do I have? 6? No, that is not even enough to play the Flamesmiths, I don't think. I'm not going to play Swarming of Moria. I already have one. Would I play 2 creatures get +2/+1? Oh, Wizard's Rockets. I don't think so. I think I've got the deck here. I think 16 land with an Eagles of the North. I think just 8/8. Yeah, why waste time? This is what we want. All right. Let's see how this goes. I haven't actually drafted red-white before. This is my first foray into red-white, though I've played against it 4 or 5 times. So, as long as I have a good curve, I don't mind. All right, yeah, 2, 3, and then 2 4-drops here. It's all right. Battle-Scarred Goblorino. And then Book of Mazarbul is a strong card when you're not on the defensive, right? It's 3 mana for a 3. It attacks as a 3/3 the turn after you play it, and then the next turn give all your creatures +1/+0 and menace. Also, I'm on the draw. If I draw a 1-drop, we're just gonna cycle. I have just my curve already all set up. There's just no reason not to cycle here. Okay, well, Battle-Scarred Goblin kind of dunks on Golem on the offense. I guess on defense, I just have to take 3. Yeah, I'm going to take 3. Also, they're on 3 swamps. Oh, Horn of Gondor. Okay. They have a 1/1. Let's see. I'm just going to play Book and Attack. I think I'm okay with them spending their next turn making a 1/1, and then I'm going to Lost to Legend it the turn after that. Because this, okay, and then they're not even doing that. All right, they're playing Call of the Ring. Okay, that means that opens the door for me to play one of my 4-drops here, I think. Because it would be really nice to be able to play Lost to Legend on a turn where I get to do something else as well. I don't really want to trade Orc Army for Golem. Let's attack with the Battle-Scarred Goblin. And play Protector of Gondor, because then my creatures all get menace next turn. And now they're going to get tempted. They're going to choose one of their creatures as a ring bearer. And then they're probably going to have to pay life given the situation. I assume they're playing 2 colors, so... Okay, they need a double spell turn. Otherwise, I think they're actually almost just dead. Because they can make 1 human, so they need Black Breath. Okay, that killed one of my creatures, and they drew them a card. And then drew them another card. Which they looted, probably going to see their off-color card now. They've already played a land this turn. Okay, so they are black-white, sure. I can't quite double spell here. So they can't block anything, so I'm attacking them for 11. Yeah, I mean, I guess I'll just do that. I mean, what are they going to do here? They can land cycle? All right. Well, Horn of Gondor is a lot like Pack Rat. In many ways, actually. You know, up to and including making kind of an unassailable board presence. But what it kind of does is you either start doing it and you're locked into doing it the whole rest of the game, or you don't use it and you can never use it. Because at this point, it's never going to be good enough now. But had they done it instead of playing Call the Ring, I think it would have been good enough from their perspective, though obviously at some point I would just lost to Legend it to kind of stop that. Book of Mazarbul was fantastic this game. Rosy Cotton. Oh, you make a food, but now whenever you make a token, so they have 1 human in play, so they can only make 1 more human, or they can sack a food to go to 4. Yeah, Gimli's going to be unbelievably good here. Attacking. That's aggressive. They're at 1. What is their plan? What were they hoping to draw there? I can't really imagine it. Yeah, I mean, they're just dead. I don't even need Gimli here. I just attack them. They go up to 4. They block the 2 3/3s, and they take 6 damage still. I mean, I guess they can Horn of Gondor for 1 as well, but that's also not going to do anything. They're trying to figure it out. Let me just say, you are dead. These are 2 good engine cards, by the way. They're both very strong, but sure don't work that well together. I don't think they really help. I'm gonna Yorgo them. If you start to time out, then I feel like that's a reasonable thing for me to say. Am I disconnected in some way? Let me see. No, my internet appears to be working. Yeah, they're timing out. All right, that's straight up. They're just disconnecting because they don't like that they lost, maybe, or they're trying to think if they've got a way out of this. I mean, they don't. So, not even Toxic Deluge would help them. I can't even think of a card in Magic that doesn't involve them going like Black Lotus Wrath of God or whatever. Is there -3/-3 for 3 mana? I don't think so. I could be wrong. No, there probably is. Yeah, there has to be like some black 1, all creatures get -3/-3 card. I don't understand why people do this. Maybe they got disconnected and, whatever. I guess you could think that, but it's pretty unlikely someone gets disconnected when they're at 1 facing lethal. That would be very convenient, Just play Gimli, who knows why. Just play the Gimlet. Hey, at least they have no timeouts left. They are going to be forced to pass the priority very shortly here. And then we will advance to 1-0. We didn't even draw either of our 2 human build-arounds, our 2 lords. Those are the kind of the forces driving this deck, and we didn't get there. All right. Dunedain Blade. I've yet to really use this card. Is it good? I didn't play it this game, but I also kind of curved out this game, and given that I have 5 1-mana humans, I think I'm going to be playing this on turn 2 a decent amount. Milking all the clock. All right, well, I guess timing out's in the air tonight. Now they're deciding, yeah. All right, well, they're not disconnected. They're just being a jackass. That is actually just what's happening. There's no defense at this point. I'm not going to bother filing a complaint with the arena team, but it would be well within my rights to do so. Instead, I will give permission to anyone watching this. If you want to make fun of them in the comments, I think that's fair game. You tanking on blocks here? Come on. All right, well, we won this game 3 minutes ago, but we won nonetheless. I hope they go 0-3. Dive in tier 4, we're getting there. Can't quite be mythic on this run, but we haven't lost yet with this deck. We're undefeated. We're 1-0. We might be, might be at the start of a 7-0. 7-0 starts with 1-0. This is true. All right, I go first, and I drew Erkenbrand. Game. Yeah, let's lead with the Menace creature. Look, turn 1 Lancer. This is great. Turn 2 Esquire. If I draw a 3-drop, if I draw Book of Mazarbul, then we're talking. Ooh, they got their own Lancer. All right. All right, 3-drop. Dunedain Blade, Book of Mazarbul. I have 2 copies of both those cards. Really, the Hornburg's so jealous. All right. No, I drew a 4-drop. Let's just attack. My plan is to play Erkenbrand next turn. All right, I go to 13, but I can play Erkenbrand now, and I really would like Erkenbrand not to die. Now I'm going to attack for 2 with my Menace creature. And if they don't have a kill spell, Protector of Gondor is pretty good here. No, Erkenbrand's dying. Oh. It's getting bounced and they're attacking me. Another rally. Jeez. I have to block there. Wow, that was a sick play, and now I'm kind of forced into the defensive mode. Not drawing a 3-drop was critical this game. They've spent 6, 7, 10 mana so far. Yeah. And I'm just dead now. Rally at the Hornburg. That's the card I wanted. All right, good beats. That was just straight up slugfest, and I liked my hand a lot, but I needed to play a spell on turn 3. I think I had a chance if I played a spell on turn 3. Like, the way their attacks were, if I literally played a 2-2 on turn 3, then I would have taken so much less damage. And then I played a 4-drop, it got bounced, then I played a 4-drop, and they killed it, and then that was it. Hey, at least it was short and sweet. That game took less time than my idiot timeout opponent took to waste, on one of their turns. This hand has a lot of my good cards in it. I mean, Theoden and Gandalf are both very good. Book is also good. I need to draw a mountain in a couple turns here. Like, next turn would be pretty good. All right. Okay, they get to attack and get a food. Hey, Gandalf could still definitely go a long way this game. All right, let's cycle this. All right. Well, if I draw land next turn and can play Gandalf, that's still pretty good. I'm hoping they don't have anything. I mean, sorry. They're obviously going to play a card this turn. That's fine. What I'm hoping is my Gandalf play next turn results in me ambushing a creature and not losing Gandalf, because that is how I could win this game. This is not a legendary spell. I can't play that at instant speed. I'm going to take 6 here. Don't really see a reason not to. All right. And I didn't draw a land. Yeah. I kept a risky hand and it did not work out. That's unfortunate for me, I guess, is basically what it comes down to, huh? I did draw 2 kind of ineffective white cards, and then not a mountain or even a 5th plains would have been okay there. Yeah, all right. Well, that was an unfortunate game. Definitely could buy that mulliganing there would have been good. Not going to argue with that, I suppose. But felt like my hand was quite good if I drew a mountain, and if I drew low drop white cards, could also be okay. Also, Gandalf just goes such a long way. I mean, it's 5 mana, flash, kill an attacking creature, leave a 4/5 behind. So, all right, I'm going to keep this hand as well. I mean, this hand does need a plains, but this is a little different from the last hand where any land actually gets me a really good curve of Rohirrim Lancer into book into, at the very least, Quarrel's End. But here we are. Okay. I drew the land. So that's nice. Pippin's really good. Guess I'm still just going to play the book. So the Pippin is Vigilance, Ward 1, and then also taps to give another creature pro any type. So I really need to draw one of my removal spells, which I think at no point in any of the games have I drawn any Smites or Rangers Firebrand. I did draw one legendary lost card or whatever, lost to legend card. Okay. And presumably they have a creature now to make Pippin into a really good blocker, or they have not only a creature, the creature. They have a 3 mana 3/2 draw card. Okay. Definitely not attacking. I could attack with Rohirrim Lancer, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I'm just going to play Protector of Gondor. Next turn, my creatures are all going to get +1/+0 and Menace, and then I can probably make a big attack because they're likely going to have another creature, so they can still double block and use Pippin. But then they take a bunch of damage. And I even have a Gimli ready to go. So let's see if they double block this. They still take 4, 6, 8. And if they play a 2 toughness creature, then even pro creatures won't stop this from killing something because they're a +1/+0. I could also draw at some point a removal spell for Pippin, and that would make things a lot easier. Attacking. Wow. Okay. I guess I like that, except it could be a bad sign. Maybe they have a play that makes the attacking good. I'm not going to play Gimli first because it seems like the odds that I kill something are pretty low here. What is their play here? I guess they just didn't want to block with Pippin and they have isolation. Yeah, all right. That makes sense then, sure. 10. Let's just play the Gimlet. I'm playing my land here because I think with Dunedain Blade in hand, not playing a land just seems a little unnecessary. Well, I mean, it is better that they had isolation instead of a creature. So what is their hand? I mean, they don't have a legendary creature because they could have played basically any legendary creature off this unless it costs a ton of mana. They don't have cheap blue or white creatures. I mean, by cheap, I mean 4 cost, because a second creature is so much better than isolation because it lets you double block into the menace and then save whatever creature I order first. So they must just have all spells in hand, or at least they did as of last turn. It's the only thing that really makes sense to me. I mean, we'll see. Farthing Farmer. That's a weird card. Okay. Don't really... My opponent's deck looks weird. They have Grey Haven. They have a Great Hall. They're attacking? Okay. Do they know something I don't? Like, what's going on here? Oh. That's pretty good. So I can smite Pippin. Then they give this pro creatures. So let's just attack first. Actually, I could Dunedain Blade. Yeah, let's actually do that. Look, we're going to Dunedain Blade because they don't really have a good block here. The East Farthing Farmer doesn't kill any of my creatures. I can't believe they attacked with Iron Rider of Gondor. Then we're going to equip Rohirrim Lancer. And then we're going to attack with everything. So that entices Pippin to block their 1/1. And then they're going to block East Farthing Farmer on hopefully Gimli. Oh, Hobbit Sting. That's what they had. Okay. Unfortunately, can't do anything about that. Yeah, that is unfortunate. That does make things a little tougher. But even so, this isn't a disaster. I mean, East Farthing Farmer blocks Protector of Gondor. Pippin blocks the 1/1 token. And then you tap and give East Farthing Farmer pro creatures. Oh, they didn't block the token. Ooh, that's some cowardice right there. Sure. I'm not even going to smite. I don't think it's good. I would have done that if they blocked Gimli and were giving it pro creatures because Gimli has trample. But now I'll just save the smite to maybe kill the Pippin or something along those lines. I guess they can't attack me back for a bunch. But it doesn't feel like they're going to win that race, especially since I can just leave back a 1/1 next turn, and I might even have a second 1/1. Glamdring. +2/L? Okay. Now they could have attacked for 9. I mean, that's kind of a lot. Wait, now they're not going to attack with Iron Rider? Like, now it actually has gotten better to attack, I think. They're kind of playing like a mix of like... I mean, we'll see if they play a spell off that. That would be tough if they did. They're playing a mix of like being aggressive and then not. Oh, I can give a creature double strike. Interesting. So I could play Theoden. So this has first strike. I don't like that very much. Let's slow things down. Actually, do I need to do that now? I don't need to. So I could go Theoden, give Rohirrim Lancer double strike, attack with it. They double walk with those two. They try to give something protection. I smite, kill both. And then I have a Theoden in play. They could also block with Pippin, but I'd be fine with that. I actually like that. Because then it sets up a next turn, I think, a pretty good scenario. I guess alternatively, they just double block and don't use Pippin, in which case I trade Lancer for both their creatures. That's also fine with me. Because next turn I get to play this, and I know I'm getting a human into play. Guess I'd rather exile the Iron Rider. All right. Okay, smite that. Kills that. Pass the turn. The Ward 1 has really impacted my plays. I would have toasted Pippin a long time ago if they didn't have Ward 1, but I really wanted to double spell both these turns. Play the sword and equip. Play Theoden. It didn't really make sense to do that given Pippin had a Ward 1, especially since I also have a card draw spell in hand, so If I draw a blank card next turn, I get to Quarrel's End. Do they attack with Pippin is the question. Should they attack with Pippin? Goldberry River Daughter? Okay. Protector of Gunner. They played 3 creatures this turn. That does make Pippin a lot more annoying. Esquire of the King, huh? Is that good enough to not play Quarrel's End? It might be. What happens if I give Rohirrim Lancer double strike? It just doesn't work. I can't really attack. I'm at 7. I'm getting close to dying to Pippin now. I think I'm just going to go Quarrel's End, discard Esquire. I'm just going to draw 2 lands and it's going to be bad. But I'm looking for Ranger's Firebolt here. You get double strike and you get double strike. Let's play the Dunedain Blade. All right. Erkenbrand is pretty good. They could definitely find themselves in trouble if they make too aggressive an attack here. And they still only have the 2 spells. They are at 9 because of the food. So next turn I can go Erkenbrand, give the whole squad +1/+0. Theoden also triggers. Give something double strike. Okay, Arwen's Gift is a good card, but at least it's not adding to the board. I can't really use Pippin aggressively here. They're 1 point short of killing me. 2 bottom, okay. Because they can move Glamdring to Protector of Gondor, give it pro creatures and attack. So if they have a, this costs 3 to equip, they'd have to have a 1 mana spell in order to kill me then. That is not that likely. Are they considering attacking with Pippin? If that's the case, then I'm going to make some blocks, I'll tell you that much. Okay. Should they attack with Protector of Gondor? Do I want them to? I don't know. It's kind of interesting. Westfold Rider. Oh, that's interesting because killing Glamdring is pretty appealing. So I can play Westfold Rider, kill Glamdring. I can make this into a 5/3 double strike menace. They block with Protector of Gondor and Goldberry. I then order Goldberry first. They give Protector of Gondor protection. I'm trading Rohirrim Lancer for Goldberry. I don't think I play Erkenbrand here because I can't kill them with Erkenbrand, unfortunately. Because I can give this double strike. They have to block 2. Or actually, wait, could I have killed them? They double block that? No. Oh, wait, I did have lethal. Oh, my God. All right, well. Was it lethal? Let's see. If I play this, give this double strike. 2 creatures have to block that. They have to block that. They have to block that. Yeah, no, that actually was. Damn, that's actually really, really bad. I just kind of didn't do the math until I'd already committed. Which isn't like an ideal scenario. No, I'm actually going to do no attacks. And actually, I changed my mind. Let's just equip this. All right, well, that was awkward, but hopefully we don't get punished for it. Let's just double check that. I play this. All my creatures have +1/+0. Blade on Soldier. Yeah. All right, well. Let's play Erkenbrand here. Yeah. That's kind of what I felt was going to happen, but I can't really do anything about that now. Now that that's not happening... Oh, I don't even have double strike, so I guess I can't really even attack with Rohirrim Lancer. Let's pass the turn. They get to sack their food. Or maybe use something else. 2, 4, 6. Yeah, no, I just had lethal. Hey, you know, you watch this, you you learn something new every day. combat math is tricky, you know? They have 3 cards in hand. They didn't play anything last turn. They had a Glorious Gale, obviously. You know what I really want to draw? Oh, did I already cycle them? No, I didn't. The Eagles of the North. +1/+0 and first strike to all my creatures would be pretty good. Food. +1/+1 on something. Are they going to attack me? Okay, what are we looking for here? Eagles, I guess, would be pretty good. I like how I have 5 mountains and I can't... Because if I could Lost to Legend Pippin, this game would go in my favor very quickly. Alright, let's pass. They go up to 12 now. Well, they could have sacked their food, but I guess they maybe figure they have enough mana and time that they don't really need to. I need them to play a land at some point here. If they don't, they have all spells, it's pretty bad for me. Alright, Battle-Scarred Goblin. I'm getting to the point where at some point they can just go use Pippin, give a creature pro creatures, attack me, and set up a kill later. Cool. It's not a human, unfortunately. But it does mean if I ever resolve Gandalf, then any human I play double triggers Theoden. Well, no. Any legendary thing I play double triggers Theoden. Not the same thing. Sure. Yeah. All right. I mean, this is just my punishment, right? I could have won this game. I played badly and didn't. And now I'm drawing 6 mountains and 1 plains and my, like, 2 of my 3 double white cards in the whole deck or whatever. Oh, they keep sacking their food and then drawing more farmers. I feel like they could have killed me by now. They just had to get something up to 7 and then use Pippin. They also should probably just use Pippin to hit me for 3 this turn. Like, I think they should have put a food on that and done that. Oh, Smite the Deathless to kill Pippin at some point here. Let's just wait. I so feel like they have a counterspell here. Oh, maybe not. I felt like they had Saruman's Trickery. If this works, please let it work. Okay. The game's opened up. Interesting. Now we get to make some actual combat decisions. Okay. Sits up in the chair. What is in their hand? They have to have at least 1 land, maybe 2. Frodo, sure. This can become a 2/3 with lifelink, and that's basically it. All right. And now we draw plains. Perfect. So now, is it time to start grinding them up? I want to play Gandalf here, but so that means I'm probably not going to Dunedain Blade. What if I make this a 5/3? It's not actually even like amazing, but it's probably fine. I could also... The Goblin's too expensive, so I don't really want to equip to the Goblin. Yeah, no, let's equip on this. Send in my 5/3. And then trade for Aaron Rider or Gondor and just trade up a 1/1 for a 3/2. Just start that way. Okay. Equip 1. Equip my 1/1. So now it can block. Pass. And then I'm probably going to just play Gandalf end of turn. If they have another Glorious Gale, then yeah, so be it. Right. I guess equipping the 1/1 does lead to that. Sure, I'll take 1. What's in their hand? What's in that bag? What you got in that bag? All right. got another Glorious Gale. Seems very believable. Yeah, they do. Okay, that means I don't want the... I kind of need this 1/1 to stay alive. Assuming they keep the Ring Bearer... now Goldberry is the Ring Bearer. That's actually fine, because we can Lost to Legend that. Now I draw Plains. I really wanted to draw... something a little better. Okay, now we will attack with our Ferocious Battle-Scarred Goblin. And they will have to double block to take it down. And technically they just take 6, go to 9 here. My plan is to Lost to Legend the Goldberry. Probably at their beginning of combat step. They don't have an attack back, right? 6 attackers? No, they don't really. All right. Pass the turn. Let's see if they get tempted first. This is legendary no matter what, so... Aaron Rider of Gondor is really good. They played 3 of them this game. Oh, maybe just 2. Beginning of combat, I'm going to put Goldberry back. Not because Goldberry has any ability except the Tempted by the Ring. And I don't want it attacking and letting them loot. Okay. Now they can't... I guess their best attack... They could attack with Protector of Gondor. And I would just block with my Protector of Gondor. Could use a human here. No. These blades are good, but I am running out of things to do because now is the part where I draw a land. They've drawn a lot more cards than me, and we have about equal lands. They probably have at least 1 land in hand, if not more, if I had to guess. Will they double block with their 2/3 power creatures is the question. I really need to draw a spell this turn. I think next turn maybe, let's see. 3, 6, 10. I have 6 lands left and 14 cards. I mean, that's about right. They just have drawn a lot of cards, which is why I'm getting outspelled here. And, oh, they could also chump. Sure. Okay, I passed the turn. They might not have anything because they still have the white activated ability here, so that could be giving them priority regardless. They have to have like 2 lands in their hand. It really doesn't make sense if they don't, right? Okay. Yeah. Also, drawing a human at any point would be so good with this Theoden in play, but I have not managed to do that. Oh no, they drew a spell that can do something to my Protector of Gondor. I don't like that. Maybe they have Tempted by the Ring, or the Smeagol bounce card. All right. Kind of feel like they do. Oh, they have Gandalf. That's what they had. Oh no, into Horses of the Bruinen or something like that? No, into Isolation. Okay. Guess I'm not dead, but this is going to be bad for me. What a weird game. They should just like slam, right? Obviously I need to draw a spell next turn, but even more than that, I need to draw like a good spell. Can't they hit with everything? Yeah, they can hit with everything, and they should. I hope they don't figure that out. The Frodo has lifelink. What's better than dying? Dying extremely slowly. That's definitely blocking that. I'm just going to take 3. I don't like it, but I don't feel like I can chump with Rohirrim Lancer. Oop, no, we don't want to equip 3. Cool. Wow, we've been having a rough go of it these days, huh? Pass the turn. I'm just dead to literally anything. But also, if they just attacked with their creatures, I would have also been dead. So maybe they just don't have anything. I mean, they're drawing Goldberry next turn, which doesn't really do much. So if I can make it through this turn with them not attacking, then I guess I could probably put up something. I'm drawing Theoden next turn, which means I'm going to get to play Theoden, double strike the Rohirrim Lancer. Okay. They're going to have another counterspell here? No? Okay. Okay. Am I somehow not dead here? It's just no way. But I mean, or somehow dead. Like, if they had a bounce spell or something, they would have killed me. So I guess they can't have a bounce spell. Sure. All right. I guess I want to double strike the Aaron Rider first. Really? Wow. All right, I'm going to pass now, because if I move a sword off, then my Rohirrim Lancer dies. What a game. I mean, I could still lose this game, I guess, but if they had nothing in their hand last turn and now they draw Goldberry, like, how does that change things for the better for them? It just can't. What a weird game. I missed lethal. Thought the game was going to resolve one way or another soon, and then 20 minutes later, 15 turns later. Oh, but now I draw this. Double strike. Double strike. Equip Theoden, I guess. Yeah. And this keeps them alive, but not really. And now they have to have a Wrath or something, or they lose. They just drew 17 lands. Lost a legend, sure. Equip that. Wow, all right. We're hanging on by a thread here. Holy moly. I thought I was so dead, and I kind of was. Let's just say, let he who is without sin cast the first stone. Both players had the opportunity to win that game at various points, and we both chose not to. And I somehow won a game where I just have to assume they just drew all their lands. You know, they drew like 4 or 5 extra cards over me, and I think 3 or 4 of those extra cards happened to be land, as I drew a ton of land too. But it was just a long game, so I don't even know. I don't even think I drew that like high of a proportion of land. It was just a long game, so we drew a lot of cards. I think they actually drew a worse proportion of land. But In any case, we got the dub. And we're 2-2, and I still think this deck's got legs. So let's see if we can convert here. I would like to get 3 more wins out of this. Then I'll feel like I did it justice. But oof. Maybe the longest game I played in this format, or very close to it, and it was with a red-white aggro deck. Yeah, then there's hands like this. All right. I mean, this is what we're looking for, right? Turn 1, Rohirrim Lancer into Esquire. Oh man, last time this happened, I lost badly. Oh. Let's go Esquire. Attack. And I guess just hope to just discard whatever I draw to Quarrel's End, probably. Are one of my creatures dying? Am I getting smoten? Enttrot Basin. Okay. Oh, there's Book of Mazor Bull. Huh. No, you know what? I'm still going to Quarrel's End, discarding the book, I think. All right. Well, that was predicated on me drawing a land for Erkenbrand, but, you know, I could still draw a land on my turn, and I guess I have 2 plays even if I don't. So they can pay 1 and tap it to give their creature a +1/+1 counter. Okay, and then now they're going to kill my Esquire. It feels like they're gearing up to kill something. I'm not killing the stupid basic, but the card doesn't do anything. How did I end up in a spot where I have all uncastables, man? I even discarded a spell to try to look for a play, or a land rather. Okay, land. There we go. There we go. Now, even if they kill Erkenbrand, I still have a lot of damage in play. So, sorry, XXX Jägerbong XXX. There we go, there we go. Okay. That was about the speed of the game I expected with this deck. Not that we had the match before that. Little quick look here. Have I wanted Escape from Orthanc over anything? The Blades have been good. I think the removal's been good. I guess I have Smite the Deathless, which I haven't played a lot of. Yeah, no, this looks fine to me. Really, the only thing I could see playing is Escape from Orthanc, and I don't think I want it here. The best use case I think I have for that card is to give Double Strike with Theoden, and then give +1/+3 and flying to something and attack for like 8 damage, or whatever. But I don't feel like that's coming up. All right. 3-2. Still in it. You go first. Oh, yeah. I mean, look, this is the dream, right? 1-drop into double 1-drop into a Lord. All I'm missing is a 4th land and a 3-drop to have the perfect curve. Still mad that I didn't get any Rally at the Hornburg. So good with Erkenbrand. You never lose if you cast those 2 cards in the same game. Well, assuming this is in play when you cast the second one. All right. Are they going to cast Rohirrim Lancer? Because they're 100% to do that so far. Well, Lost to Legend was kind of a bad draw in that it's not a castable card. And it's not a land, and it's kind of, there are not that many cards that don't do both. Oh, they didn't land cycle. All right. Smite. Yeah, this is a decent use for Smite, I think. Kills it. They don't get to do the thing. It gets 1 more point in for Esquire. All right, land. Land would be very nice here. There we go. Well, I'm taking requests. It would have been nice if that was a Plains, but me. I'm not going to attack with the Esquire, because trading for the Easterling Vanguard seems just really bad. All right, now I can, if they don't have anything, I can activate Esquire of the King, like if they don't kill Erkenbrand. Obviously, I could draw another human, and, you know, the game would be very good for me. If they do kill Erkenbrand, which I wouldn't be surprised at all, or they have improvised club or something, I'll lash the Balrog. Yeah, same thing. That's totally acceptable. Okay, Book of Mazarbul is a very acceptable draw in this situation. These Rohirrim Lancers, they are putting in work. They've dealt what? 9 damage. I think I got in once with the Esquire. No, maybe I got in twice. No, just once actually. Yeah, they've done like 9, I think. Okay. Honestly, I wouldn't have minded a land to activate Esquire. But okay. Weird. Maybe I'm playing into Spiteful Banditry, but this is not the kind of deck that can play around that. And if they had that, I think they would have... No, they wouldn't have cast it last turn. They actually still would have waited a turn. But, yeah, what am I going to do? If they have it, then on to the next draft, you know? And if they don't, then we probably win pretty much on the spot. Black Breath, also good. Grishnok, Brash Instigator. Mass 2, steal the Battle-Scarred Goblin. Yeah, they're probably going to attack for 2 and then kill the... and sack the Goblin to hopefully not improvised club me. Hopefully it's just Nasty End. No, it's improvised club. Oh, lash the bar. Oh, they didn't? Alright, I guess I'll attempt that. That's weird. Why didn't you kill the army? Huh. I have Menace now. Menace to Society. Okay. I can activate this because I have a legend in play. And now I get tempted again, and now the Esquire is legendary, which it's actually funny. It still sees itself for its ability. Seems pretty clear I want to make this one harder to block, because it doesn't really make this harder to block at all. And it kind of separates my eggs are not all in one basket. They get to kill one of my 2 creatures, and they're both pretty good. My hand's a little weak right now, but if Esquire of the King gets to attack, I get a nice loot on. Okay. They can't steal anything. Okay, a mountain. Well, I guess I don't really have much of an option here. Okay. They didn't double block because I could activate this, which sets me up perfectly to cast the second one. Pass the turn. I still think they have a land cycler, like they're going to play a Troll of Khazad-dûm or an Oliphant this turn. I'm getting very close to killing them with Esquire of the King. Eagles of the North. Yeah, no. Let's go attack with these 2, loot. I guess I discard Mountain. Yeah. Okay. Because I'm going to land cycle this turn, now, especially now that I've drawn Gandalf. And so now I just get to play a land. And I have 2 1/1s, they have a 2/2, and they're at 1. Also, one of my 1/1s is very hard to block. Okay. Guess I attack with this. Loot. I guess I'll discard Lost to Legend now. Do they have a kill spell? They have Improvised Club. Yep. They're at 1. I could play Gandalf, but let's just play this. Now they have to have a sweeper or they're dead. I guess a Vicious Fell Beast, maybe. No, that still doesn't do it. All right. Took a little bit to close that out, but we got there. Working our way up the ranks here. We up to 4-2 now. Oh, surviving by the skin of our teeth here. And Rohirrim Lancer, very high on that card now. I just think that a 1-mana 1/1 that's hard to block, has a good death ability, that's a lot for 1 mana. You just get a good deal there. So, relevant creature type too. Alright, so what do we think about this hand? I have Plains, Lost to Legend. I have Quarrel's End, Theoden, Protector, yeah. I just think these decks do so badly when they mulligan. Ugh, Plains is such a bad draw. I think I'm going to save the Eagles. I don't think I'm supposed to cycle it right there. Okay, I'll play the Esquire. I feel like if I draw a Mountain, there's a chance I'll regret cycling. Okay. All right, well, let's just take 4 here and then decide next turn. Okay, drew the Mountain. I don't have an attack, so I will play this still. Next turn, maybe Protector of Gondor will do something. Rally, interesting. That doesn't open the door for too many attacks. I guess I'll block. Don't want to block there. No, I'll just block there. They have like a Ranger's Firebrand or something? Okay, the Theoden wasn't even doing that much for me here, so I'm not that broken up about all this. Okay, Rohirrim Lancer, huh? Let's go Protector of Gondor. Pass the turn. Guess I'm glad I haven't cycled this Eagles. They're on 3 cards. A bit of a life total advantage. At some point I might Lost to Legend the Dunedain Blade. I kind of wish I traded Esquire of the King for their 1/1 now. Maybe I should have just done that because of the moving of the blade. Fog on the Barrow Downs. This is gross. Don't really like it, but I can't just take a bunch of damage here, I don't feel like. Oh, okay, that's actually kind of nice. I'm not even playing the Eagles here. I just don't have a use for the 5th mana, so I think just doing this is good. They're on 4 lands, all spells, as am I. Alright, block. Oh, they have a trick. Sure. Okay. Gimlet? Or do I want a Quarrel's End something? Maybe the Eagles are going down now. Yeah. The problem with playing Gimli is it just trades for one of their creatures or can't even block their Ring Bearer. So I think just this is a real Dunedain Blade game is what this is. Okay. I like moving the blade off so this gets through. I don't think attacking there is that great. Oh my god. Okay. This could work out okay. They're at no cards in hand. I need them to draw like 2 lands. Is that too much to ask for? Because now they can equip Protector of Gondor. I can block with the Lancer. And then I can Lost to Legend. Man. I guess I have to... 7. All right. Just needed them to... 1 turn of not action. All right, I'm at 1 now. Not technically dead. Just don't draw a spell, please. Because we're currently... They'll attack with everything if they don't have anything. And then I get to Lost to Legend. Is that a good play? I don't think that's actually a good play. Because now this goes there, this goes there. This is legendary, so I can kill it there. The ring tempts me. They didn't draw a spell. I amassed 2. I guess I play Gimli over Erkenbrand. Yeah, that sounds fine. Okay, 1 more turn of no spell, please. I'm at 1, they're at 20. It could be don't call it a comeback. Don't call it a comeback. Just play land go. You know you want to. Let's see, the next turn. If they don't do anything this turn, I get to attack them for a lot. If they... Oh, they drew that. Man, just need them not to draw anything. Oh, that was a good draw. I guess I attack with Gimli. I just have to assume they don't have anything here. And then, because they're drawing this next turn, so it's not like I have forever. Oh, come on. What? Oh, man. They drew a 5/4 haste. So if I didn't attack with Gimli, I guess I would have blocked. That would have been better. You can't do that, though. All right. Dang, I really needed... They had 2 really crucial turns where they drew spells, and over the course of 4 turns, they drew 3 in a game where I was losing. So it's not like I was like crushing and they top decked out of it. It was just I was barely holding on, and this every turn they hammered me, including a haste creature at the very end, and the 2/4, which had an ability right away. Didn't work out, but a hard-fought 4/3. You know what? I'm happy with that, and this was a sick draft. This was a good one. You know, sometimes they're scrappy, and this was one of those times. Thanks for watching. I'll be back tomorrow with more drafts, more vintage, more legacy, more cube, all of the above. As always, I appreciate you spending some time with me, and I'll see you next time.